Good evening, Commander. Yes, as captain of my ship, I'm ready to sail, on your order. Okay, welcome to Takras Reviews. This time I'll mention a war game. Well, it's a war game-ish. It is Memoir 44, a game which simulates the battles of the Second World War. So let's find out how the game works and why it's so sketchy as a war game.
Hello.
Welcome, Commander. This is the battlefield, and it's your job, either as the Alliance or the Axis, to defend or attack this beach. As the Alliance, you are invading the beach, and this scenario is called Sword Beach. And it's simulating an actual battle that happened in June 6th, 1944, according to this sheet here. So each scenario in this book is actual history, a historical battle that took place, and you can relive it through this game here. Now, I mentioned that it's not quite a board game, a war game, I mean, because a war game is it's a bit hard to define, but it's too basic of a game to call it a war game. And you have these cards which send your troops out, so you have a limited amount of choices that you make. And but that's kind of the appeal as well as to this game, because it is simple. It's not a heavy game at all. So let's find out how it works, and we'll compare it to Battlelore later. As you play the game, you sit on either this side or the other side of the board. And you see there's a row of cards here on each side. And I can't see the other side of the cards with my opponents, only how many he has. And this is my choices of cards that I can choose. On my turn, I can only choose one card to play, and the card specifies which units I am able to move. And that's kind of the importance of how to play the cards and when to play them and if to play them at all. It is, you are constricted to the chaos that was the command earlier during the wartime, because sometimes the order didn't come through, sometimes you don't know where the units are and so forth. So this way simulates kind of good how the war actually was. So you can't do exactly what you want at all times. Now, if I were going to attack, that would be fairly simple. You see this card? This represents how you can shoot from the different units. So infantry, if you shoot from adjacent, it's 3 dice, 2 dice, and then 1 die in a 3 distance. And as I mentioned here, as you saw in an example, they move two steps, so they cannot battle this turn. Tanks have 3-3-3, no matter what, and artillery has a long range and, well, less dice the longer, of course. But this is equal to each side and to each unit, so there are no special cases here in this scenario. To attack, I'll attack with this. So 1, 2, that's 2 dice. And to hit, I need the symbol matching the unit I'm trying to hit. So in this case, a soldier, that's 1 hit. And tanks is a miss. So I could hit a flag, which will cause them to retreat, but not this time because they're in a bunker, so that saves them from 1 retreat. Or a grenade, which is also a hit. So in the Axis case, in this scenario, if they eliminate an entire green platoon, a group, you can place a figure here and count it as 1 point. And X amount of points, a certain amount of points, will give them the victory. A lot of time in the game, you're going to look at your cards, look at the map, look at your opponent, cards, map, opponent, and so forth, because you're hoping that he doesn't have a certain card in his hand. So let's say I want to focus strongly on the middle here, and I play this card, and then I hope he doesn't retaliate or something with a retaliate card, which there is. It's a counter-attack card, which mimics my card. And sometimes I have cards which doesn't really help me. Here I can issue an order for 4 army units. I have 1, so it doesn't really help, and so forth. So I have to optimize using what I have, and it's really exciting actually to play this game. So there we have it, Memoir 44. As it's called. This game comes with a lot of expansions. You can buy scenario expansions or unit expansions, and you can expand the game and the experiences. The one problem I have with the game is, well, it's not a problem with the game, it's a problem with the new game. I've been playing Battlelore, the 2nd edition, and I have a review of that as well, in Norwegian, sorry. And that game is far superior to this one in my opinion. This game is very basic, so in that sense it's very family friendly, or if you just want a quick game, this is also a better choice. One thing here in this game, the setup takes a time, and sometimes you can miss putting out a unit or something because of the, yeah, it just happens. In Battle Lore, the setup is a part of the game, and it's very variable. In this game, you have a set scenario, and once you play it once or twice, well, maybe it doesn't feel so exciting the next time, because there's nothing new. It's always the same. The only difference are the cards you draw, and maybe the opponent. So, in that way, I find this game too simple again. So I'm a bit spoiled by playing Battle Lore, which is the same system, the commands and color system. But this game is fine, it's totally fine, and many prefer it maybe because it's faster and it's easier, but for me it's too basic. But however, if you are a history of war, what's it called? Yeah, you are interested in war history, this game might definitely be for you, because it's recreating the scenarios of actual battles that happened during the war. So that is one very strong point to be aware of. So also, if I prefer fantasy battles rather than actual battles, but that's just me. I don't know, different strokes, I guess. But okay, that's my opinion on the Memoir 44. I hope you have reached a decision, or I have helped you along the way at least to which game you're gonna buy. So thanks for watching, and I hope I see you again in the next episode of Takras Reviews. See you later, Commander.